Hello, Gail Hu here from Hobbit Zombies, and I'm here to do our second All Star War wrap up. This event was bigger than the last one, with over 100 players signed up, representing close to 40 alliances. Yes, we had a wait list and we used it. Okay, so here we are. It's a little less than an hour before War Day starts. And here we have the war map. Look at all of those bases. This is awesome. 100 players in this war, 50v50. I've never seen this before. I know some of the bigger alliances have done this with their multi-alliance thing, but this is something really special to see. Let's take a look at the teams. We have Team Missile Toe. That's the team I'm on. Awesome players here, and I'm really excited. We've had a lot of great friendly challenges in our bases, and there I am, number 29. Usually I'm like maybe number 4 or 5 in my alliance, so it's great to be in the middle of the pack. I'm like all for that because there's so many great players that can actually take on the bases, the higher bases, which is great. This is Team Santa Claus, and again, many great players on this team. It's awesome to see all of these players that are just so excited about our game, and to fight alongside all of these players, 99 plus me, is just a great experience. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's, wait, please wait. I forgot about that. Here we go. It's War Day. Now remember, this is a no coalition, no tactical troop war. So we are not going to use coalitions on offense and defense, and we also are not going to put tactical troops in our strongholds or use them in our attack. We are here at the beginning of the war with Christopher. Hi, Christopher.
Hello, Gail.
What do you think of that map? That huge
It's
map.
huge. I love it. I was just saying actually that I would really love to see the game grow to the point that this is a natural war, that this is a regular common occurrence, that there's, 7 out of 100 tax used in 50v50s, I mean, right?
That would be cool. That would be really cool. I mean, like, lately, I don't know, about, well, you have a bunch of different alliances, don't you? But my single little alliance, I'm having trouble getting 15 to play.
Well, we've been in much the same boat as of late, especially with the silo that I myself have been struggling with. I think a lot of people are opting out and just overtly frustrated, especially if they're Greek or French.
Yes, I'm French, and
Yeah, so yeah, you and I are kind of in the same boat. You drop any one of those tanks, and all of a sudden your army's gone.
exactly. But I mean, either there's a ways around it. Oh, somebody just got 5
Very
stars.
nice job, Annie.
So
Somebody just walked further on you guys. Is that what you
yes.
said? Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Oh, it's still
So
early. It's still early. We still have a lot of war left on this.
yeah, well, I mean, and it needs to be clarified that Gail and I are actually on opposing teams, and I wouldn't dare touch her base. I've already looked at it.
Well, thank you.
I think really what this overall, I mean, the overall experience here is very warm, very welcoming, but a lot of big dogs, especially with the Cold War having been released. Very quickly saw, the top 10, top 15 players all of a sudden were Cold War players, and it was just, of course, that's foreign, but complemented with that, there's these huge, monster defensive bases level 205 all the way up to level 255 atomic players.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an eye opener to see how many huge players there are, and this is probably not encompassing all of the large players, but this is certainly an accurate representation of the large players, I think.
Yes, and going into this war, we started just, we started to gather everybody up just as the Cold War was released, and like in advance, we chose this date, like probably about 2 months ago. Actually, I was expecting people to say, "Oh, you know what? I think maybe I won't be in it," and a lot of people to back out. But actually, that did not happen. One or two backed out, and we had to go to our wait list. But we had a wait list. That was the beauty of it. There were so many people that were interested in this and excited about playing that not only did they start playing. Oh, look we got EXP. What did we do? Yes.
You guys just took
Yes.
out Amon, who's our number 40.
Yes. Sorry. Anyway, so, everybody, even though the update happened this week, everybody's still really excited and want to be part of this. So that's wonderful.
I think so as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great, and it'll be exciting to see how this looks moving forward, especially for the variety of alliances. But I certainly have learned a lot in regard to base design, attack strategies, compliments to Lightbringer, who spent some time with me yesterday, and the advice of all the others as well, watching me fail my attacks on their bases. We'll have to see how this plays out. I will let you run away here because I've got to do the same.
Well, thank
I think
you.
the kids need to be fed and looked after, but thank you very much for having me here.
Well, thank you for being here. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, as you can see, the war is over and we have a winner. Santa Claus is the victor in the second All-Star War. For winning, they received 75 crowns, and both teams received a cool attack helicopter army, and also an APC army, courtesy of Tin Soldier of Big Huge Games. Okay, we have Ian from Prodigal Thieves with us. He was on the Mistletoe team. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me. Hello to everybody listening.
So, what'd you think of the war?
It was a great war, but also very tiresome. I mean, 50 players versus 50 players, it's wow.
Yes.
It's difficult to just read through all the messages, and also to helping organizing this was a killer event for me.
Definitely. I mean, looking at all those friendly challenges and trying to determine, who would be the best to hit who and stuff like that. That's difficult. I'm glad I wasn't part of that part.
Yeah, that was very difficult because I probably knew only 7 or 8 people. I knew their abilities, but the other 42 people were completely stranger for me, and so it was very difficult to try to rank all those people and then assign targets. It was a very long task, but I think we managed quite well.
What did you think about not having coalitions and tactical troops? How'd you feel about that?
Well, it's an interesting topic. I like the part that we didn't use troop tactics, because I think those were not necessary. But I don't feel the same about coalitions. I mean, I am a level 205 and trying to hit someone 250 with no coalition, it was very difficult for me. So the defense, when it's close to maxed, it's almost impossible to tackle it with an maxed attack. So we needed those, but we managed to the most part. So yeah, I think it was great not using those.
Yeah, I definitely play a different game with the with no coalitions, that's for sure. But it's all fun though, still, right?
Yes, it was fun, and I was very much surprised to learn new ways of attacking. I was very surprised to see that people were using bazookas and APCs, and they managed to shave almost 20 or 30 seconds off. Because I'm a British and I do big line attacks, and usually they work great. They have great times, but then I was shocked to see other people doing much better than I. So that was very. I don't know. I think it helped me a lot too, and gave me some perspective for the future. So I'm very grateful to be in this war because I've learned a lot.
I learned a lot as well. I mean, it's great to see some of the players that are just, they're awesome. So, is there anything else
Well,
you took away from the war that you'd like to add?
well, I think I've met great people, and well, I enjoy this type of, I don't know, let's call it a social event because it made us closer as a community. I only wish that maybe some of our conclusions after this war will be heard by Big Huge Games, and maybe they will implement something in the future. I would love to see more often All Star Wars, but we need some framework around it so it doesn't be such a huge workload for those who organize it.
Definitely, that would be a great thing because it really. I mean, people don't see behind the scenes all the stuff that's going on and the things that are organized, and it would be great if it could be part of the game itself. Okay, well that's all I had, unless you wanted to add more.
What I can add now is that I hope that more people will learn about this event and that we can manage to not use to bring more people into this type of events, because I bet that some of great attackers in the game probably never heard of the All Star event, and they would love to join and to maybe show us some tips or tricks. So
Definitely.
yeah, I hope we will do this again, and we will find a way to advertise it.
Well, it just keeps getting bigger each time, so hopefully we can do that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much,
Yes.
Ian, for joining me here, and I really appreciate all the work you did on Miss Alto.
Thank you. It was not work. It was fun. It was fun for me.
Wonderful. Thank you. Before I go, I want to say what a privilege it was to work alongside my fellow organizers. They all donated their time to put on a fun and inclusive event. Also, a special thank you to the mods and admin of Dominations Prime for supporting this endeavor. And last but not least, a big thank you to Tin Soldier of Big Huge Games for helping with the match and supplying prizes. Until next time, hugs and kisses, Gail.